Hi, everybody. Welcome to part 5. This is going to be a short section. It's all about Lee's experience over Christmas. So it starts right at the beginning of Christmas break. Here we go. Saturday, December 23rd. Dear Mr. Henshaw, this is the first day of Christmas vacation. Still no package from Dad. I thought maybe he was bringing me a present instead of mailing it. So I asked Mom if she thought he might come to see us for Christmas. She said, "We're divorced, remember?" I remember all right. I remember all the time. December 24th. Dear Mr. Pretend Henshaw, still no package from Dad. I keep thinking about last Christmas when we were in the mobile home before Dad bought the tractor. He had to dodge the highway patrol to get home in time for Christmas. Mom cooked a turkey, and we had a nice dinner. We had a Christmas tree about 2 feet high because there wasn't room for a big one. After dinner, Dad remarked that when he was driving along, he often saw one shoe lying on the side of the highway. He always wondered how it got there and what happened to its mate. Mom said one shoe sounded sad, like the country western song. While we ate our mince pie, we all tried to think up songs about lost shoes. I'll never forget them. Mine was the worst. Driving with the heavy load, I saw a shoe upon the road, squashed like a toad. Dad came up with, I saw a shoe, wet with dew, on Highway 2. It made me blue. What'll I do? Mom's song really made us laugh. It was the best. A lonesome hiker with unlucky luck to lose his boot near a trucky truck. He hitched a ride with 1 foot damp down the road to Angel's Camp. Dumb songs, but we had a lot of fun. Mom and Dad hadn't laughed that much for a long time, and I hoped that they would never stop. After that, whenever Dad came home, I asked if he had seen any shoes on the highway. He always had. Monday, December 25th. Dear Mr. Pretend Henshaw, last night I was feeling low, and I was still awake after the gas station stopped pinging. Then I heard heavy footsteps coming up the steps. And for a minute I thought it was Dad, until I remembered he always runs up steps. Mom is careful about opening the door at night. I heard her turn on the outside light and knew she was peeking out from behind the curtain. She opened the door, and a man said, "Is this where Lee Botts lives?" I was out of bed and into the front room in a second. "I'm Lee Botts," I said. "Your dad asked me to drop this off for you." A man who looked like a trucker handed me a big package. "Thanks," I said. "Thanks a whole lot." I must have looked puzzled because he said, he sent out a call over his CB radio for somebody to come to Pacific Grove who would like to play Santa. So here I am. Merry Christmas. And a ho, ho, ho. He waved, and he was off down the walk before I could say anything more. I'm going to pause right now. I'm wondering if you know what a CB radio is. In truckers, in those big semi-trucks, especially before there were a lot of cell phones, there's a radio called a CB, and you can pick it up like a walkie-talkie and you can talk into it. And other truckers that are listening to the radio, the CB radio, can hear you and you can talk to them. So a lot of truckers still use this today because it's just a way for them to communicate with the other people on the road. And it's kind of like a radio station where people can chat. So it's called a CB. So what his dad did was he was looking for somebody who was going to be around where Lee was. And he asked if somebody would pick up this package and take it over to Lee's house. So that's how he used the CB radio. Back to the story. He waved and was off down the walk before I could say anything more to him. "Wow," I said to Mom. "Wow." She just stood there in her robes smiling while I began to tear off the paper, even if it wasn't Christmas morning. Dad had sent what I always wanted, a quilted down jacket with a lot of pockets and a hood that zips into the collar. I tried it on over my pajamas. It was the right size and felt great. Getting a present from my dad in time for Christmas felt even better. Today, Katie invited us for Christmas dinner, even though this had been a busy season for her catering. She also had some of the other women who work with her and their kids and a few old people from the neighborhood. On the way home, Mom said, "Katie has a heart as big as a football stadium. It was a lovely dinner for lonely hearts." I wondered if she was thinking about last Christmas when we tried to make up songs about lonely lost shoes. Okay. So that's the end of the Christmas. I want to point out here, this sentence right here. Katie has a heart as big as a football stadium. It was a lovely dinner for lonely hearts. So that's going to be one of your questions in there. I hope you remember what that's called. It's called a metaphor.